Hello, dear viewers. My name is Egye Zsigmond Enikő. I'm an English teacher, and I am going to help you with English today in the next 20-24 minutes. What you need for this lesson is, first of all, your attention. So try to exclude everything that might disturb you, that might distract your attention. If you like, you can take notes, and if you would like to practice English spelling, what you need is something to write with and something to write on. Today, we are going to read a text about David Smart's family. This will be followed by understanding some words and expressions in the text. I am going to help you understand how and when to use the present continuous tense. We will also highlight the names of family members. We will speak about how to express possession too. So this is what I planned for today. If you're ready, then let's get down to work. Well, every one of us is surrounded by people. We belong to the great species of humanity. Then we are members of our nation and citizens of our country. But when we think about people around us, we can immediately see the faces of the closest ones in front of us, our family members and our friends. The idea of family, is it familiar to you? I suppose it is. We all have a family of some sort. Do you live in a nuclear family? A nuclear family is a traditional family form: mother, father, and a child or several children. Or probably you have a single-parent family. A single-parent family is one in which a father or a mother lives with her kid or kids. Many people live in this kind of family nowadays. Maybe your family is an extended one. That means there are more than 2 adults, often grandparents, uncles or aunts, cousins, in the same household. So that is the extended family. You might also be a member of a step family. A step family is when a couple gets divorced and they marry again to someone else, creating a new family. Now, let's see who are the people surrounding David Smart, you know from the previous lesson. We can find out about them from the email written by him to his new pen friend, Daisy. In the following, I am going to read this email to you, and you can follow its lines on the screen. Hi, Daisy. It was nice to read about the people around you. Now, let me present my family. It is quite large. My mom, my dad, my aunt and uncle all work in a shop which sells jewelry. My parents are on sick leave now. My elder sister, Joanna, is in the 12th grade in high school. She is a big party face. She likes to be among a lot of people. But now she has the COVID. She is staying in her room, and all the rest of the family in the house. This is very difficult for my young brother, Tim. He is active and likes to move a lot, to play football or basketball. We are playing hide and seek at the moment. It is a real challenge for him not to go out for days. We are a bit worried about my grandparents. My grandfather is retired, but my grandma still works as a teacher. Now she cannot go teaching either. They share the same house with us, and we spend a lot of time together. They show no symptoms of the virus, luckily. My sister is getting better and better. I can hardly wait to go out again and meet my friends. I'm tired of my family. All the best, and please write a SAP. David. Now that we know the text, let's do some vocabulary practice. In the same text that I've just read, you will have to find words and expressions, the meaning of which I read every time. Then I'm going to show 3 variants, and from those 3 you will have to choose the correct one. So find a word in the text that means signs of an illness. Is it sick leave, symptoms, or virus? The correct answer is symptoms. Signs of an illness means symptoms, tünetek. The next question, find a word that means in a short time. Is it at the moment, again, or ASAP? In a short time is a synonym with ASAP, which is a short form of as soon as possible. Women like to wear rings, earrings, necklaces. In other words, shop, jewelry, or hide and seek. Which is the correct variant? The correct word for this is jewelry, ékszerek. Provocation to do something difficult. Find a word that means this. Is it grade, COVID, or challenge? The answer is challenge, kihívás. A period when you have to stay at home because of a medical condition. Is it sick leave, hide and seek, or share? The right answer is sick leave, betegszabadság. A person who likes being in the focus and who is the engine at a social event. Is it party face, active, or tired? The right answer is party face. And finally, the last question, an old person who does not go to work anymore. Is it retired, still, or cannot? We call it retired, nyugdíjas. Now, staying at the same text, I highlighted 3 verbs to do a little grammar as well. The verbs are in the sentences, she is staying in her room. We are playing hide and seek at the moment. My sister is getting better and better. These verbs that you can see in orange are made of 2 parts, as you can see. There is a verb to be in the correct form, is, are, could be am, and the main verb that takes the ing ending. It ends in ing every time, staying, playing, getting. They go together, these 2 parts, and this is called the present continuous tense. We use this when we refer to an action that is happening now at the moment of speaking. We can also use it in descriptions. For instance, I could say, I am wearing a white blouse. When I want to use a question, then I simply change the word order, and instead of saying you are, I say, are you wearing glasses? This is a question. Are you wearing glasses? In the negative, I have to use not between the two parts of the verb. They are not listening. As I said, we use the present continuous tense for actions happening now at the moment of speaking. Also for temporary actions that don't last forever, like this week, this month only. And also for descriptions, when we want to describe a picture, for instance. Thus, the affirmative form would work like, as you can see in the sentences, I am reading, you are reading, he, she, it is reading. We are reading, you are reading, they are reading. The negative form, when we use not between the two parts of the verb, would go like, I am not reading, you are not reading, he, she, it is not reading. We are not reading, you are not reading, and they are not reading. The interrogative form, the questions, am I reading? Are you reading? Is he, she, it reading? Are we reading? Are you reading? Are they reading? If we want to use the present continuous in a written form, we also have to respect some spelling rules. So when we add the ing ending to a verb ending in E, for instance, as you can see in write, we don't pronounce the E, and that E disappears when we add the ing ending. When we have a verb ending in a consonant that is preceded by a short vowel and another consonant, like sit, then we have to double the consonant, sitting with double T. In the case of lie, the verb ends in IE, but before the ing ending, we have to change the IE into a Y. Let's try it in an exercise. Find the mistake in the sentences. This is a spelling mistake. Anna is taking in the clothes. The solution is taking. You have to spell it without an E. The next sentence. Jack and Lisa are traveling. What is wrong in this sentence? It is also a spelling mistake. The solution, Jack and Lisa are traveling, it's spelled with a double L. Another sentence, we are not swimming. I'm sorry, I said the correct way. We not are swimming. And the correct way would be we are not swimming. This is the correct word order. A question, find a mistake in it. You skiing in the mountains? What do we need in this case? One part of the verb is missing, so we have to use an are at the beginning. Are you skiing in the mountains? Getting back to David's close family, we can start drawing his family tree. We found out about some of his family members from his letter. We know that David Smart's parents have 3 children. Joanna is David's sister. Tim is David's young brother. The parents are called George, David's father, and Anna, David's mother. We also know that David has grandparents. Let's call them Andrew and Margaret. They are grandparents from his father's side. His aunt and uncle, he mentions in his letter, are called Nick and Virginia. Virginia is Anna's sister, and Nick is her husband. They have got one child, Martin. He is David's cousin. Oh, these family members are complicated. Let's see if you can puzzle out some of these connections in David's family. Try to memorize this family tree, and I will ask you some questions. Can you say who is George to Andrew? George is Andrew's son. George was the grandfather and Andrew was David's father. Who is Anna to Martin? Anna is Martin's aunt. Who is Martin to David? Do you remember? Martin is David's cousin. Now a little help with this picture again. Who is Nick to Tim? Nick is Tim's uncle. Who is Joanna to Margaret? Joanna is Margaret's granddaughter. You can also draw your family tree. A family tree might look like this, the traditional way. You can write the name of your family members if you know them. But it also might look like this, a more artistic ones, or like this. About using the possessives, a birtokos, correctly, let's see these sentences. Anna is Martin's aunt, we said. So when I have a possession in the sentence, I have to use an apostrophe S. So I add apostrophe S after the possessor. A birtokos után teszünk egy kis apostróf S-et. Anna is Martin's aunt. That is the boy's CD. Apostrophe S. However, when we have a plural noun ending in regular S, then I simply have to add an apostrophe. That is the boy's CD. Boys is a plural noun, fiúk, többes szám. Then I only have to add the apostrophe. My parents' new car is yellow. Szüleim, többes szám, csak egy apostrófot használunk. Let's see an exercise here as well. This is a sentence with a gap, and you will have to choose from 3 alternative answers. The children, or children's room is upstairs. Which is the correct form, the correct spelling? Children is a plural noun, but it doesn't end in a regular S, it's irregular plural. So in this case, we have to add the apostrophe S, even if it is plural. The children's room is upstairs would be correct. The next sentence, that is Peter's, Peter, or Peter's book. The right answer is when you use the apostrophe S, that is Peter's book. Where's the ladies ladies, ladies shower. No difference in pronunciation. However, when we want to write it down, we have to use the plural and an apostrophe added to the end. Where's the ladies' shower? This is the boss's, boss or boss office. A singular noun ending in an S. Then we have to add the apostrophe S and we pronounce it the boss's. This is the boss's office. Well, during this lesson, we came across these words that might have been new for you. Let's have a little revision. As soon as possible, we can use the short form of it, especially in a written letter, for instance, a SAP, as soon as possible. Jewelry. Retired. Symptom. Sick leave. Party face. We clarified what the present continuous tense is, and we said that we use it for situations happening at the moment of speaking, now, or for descriptions. For instance, if we want to describe this picture, we could say, the dog is pulling the sled. If I want to ask a question, is the child smiling? It is not snowing in the picture. We also mentioned the family members, mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, daughter, son, sister and brother, aunt and uncle, niece and nephew, granddaughter, grandson, and cousin, for both genders. We also learned about the possessive case, and now we know that when we have a plural possessor, we only have to add the apostrophe. There are two dogs in this picture, and then I say, the dog's fur is brown. In the second picture, I only have one dog. The dog's fur is black. Well, I hope this lesson was useful and you managed to improve your English knowledge. And if you want, you can write a letter about you and your family to David Smart. If you write this letter, then post it to the following address: David Smart, number 3 Bolyai Street, Târgu Mureș, Romania. Okay, this was the lesson today. And now what remains is just to say goodbye to you and have a nice day and practice English. Bye-bye.